I'm working with a group of friends who are trying to do an animated series called The Tinies of Raglanshire. And they've already got some of the characters done up in 3D. They're all rigged and everything so that they can be animated. I was asked to do clothing for the characters, as well as taking some of the characters that they had done very initial concepts and try and bring them more in line with what they had already done in 3D. What Painter allows me to do is work like I would if I was working with natural materials, which I always used to have pencil and paper, charcoal, and newsprint, whatever I liked to work with. And I can get that same feel when I'm working in Painter, especially if I'm working with my digital tablet. So, I can build up and I can do different types of concepts. Often it's feeling your way around a character and then giving it a little bit more personality with the type of hair and clothing that they wear, the instruments that they play. I kind of looked at a picture of Brian May and thought of this little character. This little guy is called Gort. He has a very quirky personality, and he gets into creating things. I thought maybe a vest, something like what hunters use, and has all these little pockets where he can squirrel things away that he may want to use. So we're going to take Gort and we're going to take it to the next level. This is a pencil that I created in Painter using a captured dab. And what I did was I wanted to create the feel of a pencil as it really works on paper. It doesn't have a really smooth surface. It's made up of graphite and other particles, and so there's little pits and things in it. And so when you draw with a pencil on paper, it gives you these nice little deviations. So this is the dab that I created. It looks very sparse and there's a lot of grays in it, but when it draws, it has a really nice feel to it. I really love it. So when I created this lighter version, I used this, and then I used the tonal controls and just brought the value all the way down and made another version of this for a darker pencil. So now I've got Gort on the layers where I drew him, and I've dropped the opacity and locked the layers so that I don't draw on them. I've added a new layer above and chosen my darker pencil. One of the features in Painter, and it's the one thing I tell artists, you're just going to love this, and that is the ability to rotate the paper. This canvas can be rotated so smoothly, so easily, and it just makes drawing more natural. And it's just a wonderful way to work. It's a natural way to work. When I'm on my real-life drawing tablet, I move it. I don't draw up and down. I use the natural curve that I like to draw with. And this will give me a nice base on which I can paint the colors. Because I'm going to be painting in color to finish this off, I'm not going to be adding a lot of details in darks and lights that I normally would. Drawing the personality of the character so that when the animator is working with it, and the model maker and the animator take their cues from what they see in the concept work. But there's such a smoothness when you're drawing. It really begins to feel like you're on a surface in real life. And here we have the final concept.